this method of creating content from what you know and be uploaded in a system like YouTube and Facebook, okay, be another way for access to information, because there is plenty of new knowledge being learned here, but outside of this building, nobody knows what you're doing. And we also have a moral responsibility to let other people outside of our circle know what we have been doing, right? So how was your experience with the different groups? So maybe a minute or two. Now we are on the fourth day of our training with selected scholars who are new teachers from the different parts and practices of the Kingdom of Punctuation. And yesterday we had important lessons. One was around techniques of conducting quantitative research, and we got to discuss about how to write a scientific paper for publication in an international peer review journal. So I will be asking them after their 30-minute panel discussion, because the whole group was divided into five members each, so that they will be able to record and put their thoughts, available content to be uploaded in the YouTube channel and shared in their timelines, in their Facebook, so that other people outside of the new pedagogical research center in Cambodia will be able to know about their experiences. Okay? So let's take a look at what they're going to say. So you begin here. Okay. Who can answer? Okay. You can provide your feedback on the experience in your panel discussion. What we were having. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Samyin and I am a student here at GPOC. Actually, I find that this seminar is a very inspiring seminar because I have learned a lot from you, Professor Chapos, and
Thank you.
yes, I actually we learned a lot about the qualitative research, and I learned a lot about how to choose a good topic and how to write a good objective, and also how to write a good conclusion from about qualitative research. And thank you for providing this seminar for us.
And what can you say about the participation of everyone in the panel discussion? Who was doing the video in the group? You're the one. Okay. So was there an equal opportunity for the other members to talk? Were you able to speak your mind?
In our discussion, we feel free to talk, to share our experience that we learned from especially focus on how to make a good interview. Yes, that we get a lot of experience from.
Thank you so much. All right. So we'll give a hand to this group. How about you? What happened in your group? Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Yusuf. I am GPS student, and this is after we discuss our group about the workshop. We have some idea about the workshop, and this workshop will give you a lot of experience about all the research, especially qualitative research. That our group learn more from you, especially for the website that we can find the document and some reference for our mini-thesis. And the other thing, we know how to interview participants.
So what can you say about the participation of the other members of the group? Were they also active? where they free to go. They also give ideas. The other members of the group. Yes.
Okay, thank you. My name is Lane. I'm from NGPLC in Cambodia. I want to share about my experience that I'm working related to a good interviewer. We need to know our interviewer because interviewer is the one who got information from the interview.
Yes, it is. That's right.
Sometimes interviewer wants information to achieve the objective of our research. But our interview, if they don't know our purpose of our research, maybe they do not share the full information that we require. So interviewer need to explain about our objective to the interviewee and keep secret sometimes. We can say keep secret, but we can show that
That's confidential.
yeah, good confidentiality. We cannot write down or transcribe with the yes. We need to take consideration and consideration of our participants.
Okay.
So that's make our interview be more confident to share the experience of the information with us.
Right, very nice. Okay, how about this group? Okay. Where were you assigned?
Yeah, good morning. My name is from New Generation Pedagogy Center, Cambodia. Yeah, agree to our topic discussion. Actually, I'm as interviewer, and my facilitator and my members, they are quite. Yeah. During this discussion, we have free right to share each other. And to do the interview, we have to be clear with the two persons. Why? Yes, with the two persons. And I have to know like the flow of my interview. What should I ask first, and then next.
We call it probing.
Yes. And if I cannot get enough answer from one interviewee, I have to ask this question to the other one, to share more ideas related to one problem. And then when I get all answer from them, I can summarize in a short sentence to clarify or to make sure that what I want, I get it in a while. Yeah. So this interview will go smoothly if the facilitator has a clear goal and clear main questions and sub questions. Okay, answer.
And what can you say about the other participants? Okay, that's in the group.
Yeah,
Did the others also go and share ideas?
yeah, sure. Hello, my name is Lin. I'm from NGPLC. Yeah, and in my group discussion, everyone in my group can share what they have learned and what they have understood about the topic. Yeah, so they have the equal chance to share.
You can even become the Miss Cambodia to join the Miss Universe, right?
Right?
Okay. So, your group, where were you stationed? Yes. Okay, so who can talk? There's another group. Oh, all right. So, this is the group.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's the next group? So, yeah, maybe we don't want to express what the group actually achieved.
My name is Nika. I'm a trainee from NTPRC, Cambodia. Actually, in the last 15 minutes, we have discussed on the two main points. We need to focus on how to conduct a good qualitative research, and one more is about how to do the publication. Yes. And our facilitator, Miss Lidar, she's a good one, and she has asked us the question how to get a good qualitative research, and problem, and also research objective. And the second, we have to come up with methodology, right? And next, we have to discuss about the result. Yes, it's about the conclusion and recommendation.
Okay, so thank you very much. So there you go, my friends. They were the facilitators and members of the 5 groups. We would like also to ask about the impressions of the teachers who were supporting and observing them as they did their respective group discussions. So, they're one of the teachers here, right? So, thank you. All right. Yesterday, I specifically mentioned that in a qualitative research, some editors of journals may not want you to write a conclusion because in qualitative research, nothing definitive or very concrete can really be captured. And so what was the name instead of saying conclusion? It's supposed to be called emerging trends. Okay. So in emerging trends, you try to capture what are the patterns that emerge from the responses so that it can make sense to you being the researcher and to your readers as well. All right, so thank you so much, and we will go to the next stage of our training today. Tapos. Very good. Save. Then share. Okay, so it's there already. Okay. So, what am I excited to see today? I'd like you to go back to what you wanted to study because you had your proposal, right? Okay. And then from there, you try to improve on what you have written. Add some more elements there. All right. And then infuse. There was one thing, however, yesterday that I failed to mention, which today I'd like to start off before you are going to revise. Please write this. There should be a subsection. Subsection meaning
Smaller.
yes, last to the left, there is a segment there which should be labeled as, and please write this one.
It should be here.
Okay. Application
Right.
of smart technology and artificial intelligence in data collection. All right. So I will enumerate, and then later on you transfer this into a paragraph forms. Okay. So the first one would be the use of a sample size generator. The use of a sample size generator if there is a population. and you need to compute the sample size. However, if your work is case or qualitative research, then you will not need a sample size generator. So, may I ask you to check the web? Sample size generator, and I'll have a case like this. There are 6,500 pictures. 6,500 pictures. And then the margin of error is 5%, 0.05 or 5%. And a confidence of 95%. Okay. And what is the sample size? So you will have to input these into the sample size generator. So you search the web for sample size. There are actually two of them. Sample size generator or sample size calculator. And you just input the data and click, then you will get the sample size. And in doing this, you are using technology, right? In the methodology. So it's no longer correct for our research now not to include technology in the data collection process. So how much? Were you able to find that technology in the web? Are you able to locate it? Sample size generator or sample size calculator.
But when we go to sample size generator,
Sample size.
So,
yes, calculator is correct.
Yes.
But it is in multi-survey. This one is calculator.
Okay.
Which one?
If you have difficulty navigating, you can search the web how to use a sample size calculator.
confident interval ដាក់5%ទៅអី
5%អត់ចេញទេទៅចូល 0.05 ឬ 0.5 វាអត់ចេញ
Số mấy?
អត់ហ្នឹងឯងចូលចិត្តព្រោះវាជា probability ទេ
Yeah. 5% 0.05 calculate លេខ5មានន័យថា5%
calculate វា confidential level 95 population
អត់ចេញ300ជាង 6,500
ចឹងដាក់5ចេញដាក់ទី
5ចេញប៉ុន្មានថាដាក់ 5%អត់ចេញទេ 1%អត់ចេញ
363នាក់
ចឹងហ្មង
អត់ទេ5ក៏ 5% ដាក់5ព្រោះអាលើហ្នឹង5ហើយ
គេគិតភាគរយ
លេខបងគេគិតភាគរយហើយ
ចឹង363
ដាក់ថាលេខ5ហ្នឹង
ចូលឃើញហើយនេះប្រូ
Are you done?
Yes.
generate នៅតែ generate
So what is the sample size needed?
363.
Okay. So this is the how to reach 363 people and find them to give you. Then there is what we call as multi-stages. So I would let you use your computer or your cell phone. 363 over 6,500. How much? Up to the third, up to 3 decimal places. 363 times 6,000 over 6,500. How much?
Over time.
Over my.
Over
Point.
360.
Point.
3. Bay bay. Nhớ bay. Oh.
Okay, you limit on the up to the third decimal place. 0.055. So can you write that? 0.055 or 56, right?
Yeah.
0.056, all right, 0.056. Now, there are 10 districts. So how many stations? 10. All right. So, can you write 1 to 10 here? Oh, yes, that one. So put in there 1 to 10. Okay, now you put in number of pictures, different number of pictures per place, such that the total is 6,500. Because you don't expect equal number of pictures in every place, right? Okay. So how many?
First district, let's say 200.
Not less than 600 per district.
Not less than 600.
Or between 4 to 700. Okay.
5,500.
All right. 3,000? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, stop. I want you to count how many are they, so that the balance can be distributed for 9 and 10. Can you count how much? So, can you add how much are these already?
For one.
Yeah. How many? The answer is? Oh, we are still using Excel.
Yeah. Faster.
Họ đang lịch bị khâu đi chị.
How much?
Vậy mua. Mày cố lên đi.
What
So how many more are left? How many more are left before we reach 650? Oh, 6,500. 4,600. So 6,500 minus that, how much?
minus what?
So how much should be here and there so that the total will be 6,500? No,
1,500.
1,900?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe one is 1,000.
At one.
Okay, one group can be 1,000. Then the other, oh, okay. Because we got China. Okay, the other one is 900.
Shopping mall này.
Okay. How much? Okay, what is the total? 6,500?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Next, what was the result of 363 over 6,000.058 or 56? 0.056,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
All right. So you multiply each of these. Not here.
Multiply.
Each of these multiplied by 0.056. We call that
Cô là những chạy mà
constant
nhớ.
multiplier.
Con chơi con. Số trách số ha
And then write it down.
ha của mùi. Yeah.
Okay, write it down.
Sam hơn.
Right. Okay. So this one should be 0 because you cannot split people.
People, yeah.
You can only have one like this. So 25 only. 34, 31, 39. Okay, please make it a whole number because people are full. You cannot divide it. Okay. All right. Okay. So done. All right. So when you go to this district, you will only get 25, 34, 31, 28, 39, 36, 34, 31. And then all in all, you get 364. But I've told you, you have to increase the size because some of them can be dead questionnaires. So in actuality, you will get about 30, here about 40. You add a little more because if there are anomalies in the answers, you have a replacement questionnaire. Is that clear? Okay. So, how you are going to find the 25? When there are 450 people.
Can be a random one or purposive.
Okay, you can do what we call as equal interval. Equal interval. So, can you compute 450 divided by 25? What is 450 divided by 25? Okay, 600 divided by 34. So the divisor will be different. Because 600 divided by 34. Same? Okay, so in that respect, everybody say this. You have a list of 450 teachers, though.
You have a list of 450
Okay.
people.
25,
25,
no, 18 you get 1.
18 you get 1.
And then plus 18.
And then plus 18.
So number 36, another 1.
Number 36.
Plus another 18.
Another
Plus another
18.
18.
Plus another
The number there
The
is
number
your
there
sample.
is your sample.
We call that systematic.
Systematic.
Okay? Because you are not supposed to choose people.
Yes.
Okay, so systematic. Random systematic sample. The other one is called drawn by lot or lottery,
Lottery.
in which you number, there is a list of 600 pictures, and then put numbers, 600, then you have a list of 600, and then the small numbers up to 600, and then you mix all of them and then get how many? 34.
Yeah.
Okay, we call that lottery. Okay? So, this is the procedure can be a little bit tedious because if you are not correct here, then all your results will be wrong. That's how important is this procedure. Alright? Now, face your partner and reconstruct how to correctly select people up to the identification of the name of the teacher. So, the last input I gave you was that list all the teachers and their names and their numbers. So, if you're going to draw a lot, then you can easily know that number 54, the name, you get the teacher. Plus, you add about 5 people to replace if there are abnormal data. Okay? Face your partner and then reconstruct. What is the question? How to correctly sample your respondents up to identifying the name of the teacher. Because the number is just a number. But getting to the name of the teacher, that you will know that he is the one you are going to give the questionnaire, is a different story. 3 minutes. So what are the steps?
Mostly they don't understand.
Can you repeat the instruction?
Okay. How do you select the sample up to the names? Because what I gave you at the start was only the sample size calculator technology. Okay. So the first one is, of course, to find your population.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus the confidence interval, plus the margin of error, right? These are the 3 important elements. Once you have that, what is the output? Sample size. So how much is sample size? 363. And the second step is you're going to get the proportion. How to get the proportion? The sample size divided by the population. And then the answer is 0.056. And then what is the third step? We use the 0.056 as, the constant multiplier of all the population by district, by place. And so by times 0.056, and then we put it down, and then we got how many? 364. Then after that, we try to round off, because people are not parts, but wholes. Okay. And then how to find them, how many of those to find in the district? You are going to divide the population of the district by the interval. Okay, so that you will get the sample size. Okay, once you will be able to get the sample size, the fifth step would be to get a list of all the teachers. If you are using random systematic, and then just get the interval, and then the teacher who falls in the interval automatically becomes a sample. Or you write the numbers of the total sample size population, and then mix them, and then you get them by lottery. Lottery. Okay. So by group, I'd like you to establish the method. So write them in your computer. So that after our session today, you will still remember how to do it.
Write the name or write the number?
Procedure.
Procedure of choosing the sample size.
Describe the procedure that he said.
Procedure in computing the sample size plus the selection of the respondent up to the names. Up to the names. Because if you only have a sample size and then you don't have people, who will answer? So how will you find them in the schools in the district where you will want to get? Okay. Because if you will not do that, then you will forget. So what?
តសេដែលឲ្យតែគាត់ធ្វើឲ្យមើលមិនអញ្ចឹងណាបាទអូយើងដឹង population យើងមកអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវទៅកែនេះ sample size ក្នុងអា system បែបហ្នឹងធ្វើ sample size ហើយយើងត្រូវដឹងយើងមានប្រមាណ district តោះអត់ចែកទៅក្នុងមួយ district យើងត្រូវការ sample size ប្រមាណយើងត្រូវរងដល់អញ្ចឹងទៀតបន្តមកបានហើយតែ interval នៅក្នុង district មួយហ្នឹងវាមាន interval ប្រមាណយើងត្រូវ select sample size របស់យើងក្នុងការដែលយើងប្រើ systematic ឬក៏ក្នុងការដែលយើងប្រើអីគេ lottery អាណា simple random sampling ហ្នឹងយើងទៅសេតាមនឹងមកហើយបន្តមកយើងអាចនឹងមាន absent របស់ sample size របស់យើងហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវ replace ត្រូវចំនួនវាមិនត្រូវ add more វាមិនអីចឹងទៅសេអត់សេចឹងមកដើម្បីយើងចាំថ្ងៃក្រោយឲ្យយើង click ទេ interval វាចាយតាមយកទៅ5450 គេថា18 net
Nhưng mà systematic chứ không cao rồi. Systematic là sẽ có sát như là một cái chuỗi.
cho nên đây ha bộ mà ha xa khi này quỷ đến thử đồng vậy nhé nó ăn buôn đồng ha thử đồng vậy
Một rồi ha.
Okay, it's right here, oh. There are 900 teachers. How many will you get?
50,
50. But what is the interval?
18.
18. So do you have a calculator now? Okay, for example, okay, 18, that's one of the 50. 18 plus 18, 36,
36.
comma, 36. 36 is 18,
54.
and so on until you reach 50.
50.
And then each number has a name of a teacher. Okay? Is that clear? So you will not get 18. 18 is only the interval. You will get these numbers. Okay. So maybe we can have as a workshop today. What will be the numbers here? So 18 plus 16 plus until you get 25. Once you get 25, then that's 450. Alright? Okay. Is this clear until now?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Cái này systematic cao cái chuỗi là cái này. Systematic cái đầu in nó bộ.
But I don't have to do it on one.
Ông bạn xin được cái kéo vô mình nó sang cái đường của này. Tao lấy kéo vô mùi. Mùi phi bay buôn kéo vô cái đi. Tao mắc mùi bờ bay buôn tập cho mọi người.
Yeah.
Người ta đi chạy một. Lấy được một cái kẻ lấy được
Okay, we will repeat the procedure. Please write. Okay. There are 500 teachers in 4 schools. So how many? Total for 4 schools. It will be your job to allocate how many teachers per school of the 4 to total 500.
But we need to know the teacher in each school, right?
Yes, but you can just imagine what is the name of the teacher. So population, how much?
500.
Okay. And then there are how many schools?
4.
So you will have different answers. You just allocate numbers for each of the 4 schools such that the total is 500. After that, use the sample size calculator, and then the answer divided by 500. Then you get the quotient, and then the population per school multiplied by the quotient. Then you will have the sample size per school. Okay. All right. Everybody will do that.
Yes.
Because sometimes in one explanation it may not be clear, but you need to do this. Do you find this important? It's very important because if the sample size methodology is wrong, everything is wrong. Okay. So, 500 to use the sample size. Okay, do not because this is
Bây giờ trường hợp
Cái này
Phải chấm tao bây giờ là
Nói bài tiếng.
thôi
sao cá sấu né luôn.
Thế là tôi lại xin bỏ ra mà.
bài này còn
Nói này. Nó sẽ nó
bọt máu dương ngứa
Không có gì.
ngứa để trong cái phò sai nè dương vô bây giờ gặp mở bây giờ phần né cay áo nhà hồi nhé
เราไปอ่าน
dương ngứa hà sát của phần nắng chạy mất mà
Rồi chẳng ba nó như này.
dương trong do là nằm bờ ní cùng mà
อย่างน้อยตายยังจะมันจะเราเปลี่ยนตอนนี้โอ้ยยังไง
xem khó nó cam là rung mùi bằng dương cái khó bằng mấy population bao nhiêu kẹo First time do mono, now you your number of teacher, no? Of teacher, kun áo, không cho, dạ, buồn, phải buồn làm nào, phải chẳng dừng bán, và rồi biết thử sai tập bài nè, bài nè, sai rồi há cùng nằm mắt, phải biết học buồn, rồi há côn con chơi học bài, rồi phải copy năm phần này chân bánh bia là đến mỗi câu chuyện vui ha và mỗi chuyện này
to get the meaning
nói còn có những cái
They said you have to have more because they're not your problem. So they move around and check the answers are correct. Everybody see this? Quantity research begins with sample size.
Begin with sample size.
Do you agree? Okay. So did you get it right? So please write this. The importance of the sample size has to do with generalizability. The importance of the sample size has to do with generalizability, which means that your study results, you have 213. Okay. How many is your sample size? 213?
271.
Oh, for example, like that. Okay. Meaning the data of your sample size will be useful to explain, to extend, to refer to the 500. So you only got a portion, but your data will now be useful to explain the population which is 500. That is the importance. So if your sample size is wrong, then you cannot use the data for the 500 people. That is why sample size calculation is a very important matter in quantitative research. Okay. Are we done?
Yes.
Okay. No more hardships? Alright. So, you must, because in sample size determination, you must end up with the name of the respondent. So that when you go to that school, you already know whom to give. One big clap. So that's the first smart technology. Okay. The second has to do with sources, getting the sources, right? Alright. So please write this. Please write this. The scientific references were obtained from scientific databases. Scientific databases such as, okay, what were the scientific databases you were taught? Google Scholar,
Yes.
comma, PubMed, comma, what else? Directory of open access journals, the yellow one, the orange one, DOJ, directory of open access journals, comma, what else? The Philippine electronic journals, comma, and with whichever. Diba? So, you are using technology there, right? You cannot get references without technology. So that's part of the technology for data collection. Okay, the third one, third technology in the interview. Okay, in the interview, the responses were recorded. Is recording a technology? Yes or no? And converted to what?
Text.
Transcripts. Transcripts. Using, what did you use? Okay, speech to text technology, or there were three of them.
Audio,
Okay.
text,
Yes.
and video text.
All right. So at this point, we would like to do a small demo, but I would like you to explore. Okay. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Can you go to YouTube? Okay. And then search for how to use Gmail-based speech to text. Speech to text software. How to use Gmail-based speech to text. Okay, and then search. Gmail. Yes. Here. Okay. All right. Let's find it out. So you can have Google Docs, voice recognition, or just the email. Okay. Yes. Just email. You cannot hear.
And welcome to another demo from iCater. I'm Amanda Lewis, one of the iCater graduates. graduate assistants, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use speech-to-text or dictation tools within Google Docs. This is a really fantastic tool to have available to you, especially as more and more schools are going one-to-one Chromebooks and becoming Google schools. You can see here that I've got a new blank document opened up here in Google Docs. If I wanted to start my speech recognition, I would go into my add-ons. If I don't already have this tool, I would go to Get Add-ons and search for speech recognition. I already have it here. And I can choose to start it or configure it. I just want to show you the configuration options. As you can see, we can select a language. There's lots of languages to choose from, powered by Google Translate, as well as accents within that language. Clearly, I'm speaking English with a typical United States accent, so that's what I'm going to go with. We can also set some customization for some of our commands and formatting. So you can see I have these set to have one space after periods and a few specific words for adding punctuation as well. So I already have this launched. You can see it launches as a little sidebar over here to my right. Right now it's off. You can see that I can also adjust the language I'm using within this window here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my microphone and show you how to dictate using the tool. I am excited to demonstrate the Google Docs speech recognition tool. You can see that it got that really accurately. I didn't have to speak particularly slowly. I've actually tested this out intentionally speaking very quickly. It's still very accurate. I've been really impressed with how accurate this tool is, even though this is a free tool. I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit more and show you how you can add punctuation using this tool. So let's see here. Because I have been so impressed with it, exclamation point. Some people, unfortunately, are hesitant to use speech-to-text tools because they are worried about accuracy, period. As you can see, this is an unnecessary fear, exclamation point. There you have it. You see how seamlessly I was able to add some basic punctuation within my dictation. Some students find it uncomfortable to add punctuation as they're typing because that's not how you talk. I always tell students that's perfectly fine to go ahead and add punctuation as a second step after you get your words on the page. Remember, tools are here to help you. You're using the tool, not the tool using you. That's about all there is to it for using speech recognition on Google Docs. I hope you enjoy using this tool and that this demo has been helpful to you. As always, feel free to let us know your favorite features and tools on social media, and maybe check out one of our assistive technology summer institutes to learn more about using this tool. Have a great one.
Okay, so sir, can you start a demo using that one?
Okay.
So you go using Google Docs. But are you excited that as you talk and talk and talk, and the machine captures your voice, and then the software will just type everything you will say?
Yes, but we cannot use it in math.
Huh?
We cannot use it in math. We do not have it.
All right. But anyway, there are other gadgets that have it. What is important is you know how to do it. When are you going to use this? For interviews. You can also use this for lectures. Speeches of people. While they're talking, you will just switch it on and then it's typing. Then after that, you just break it. Right? And then review. Very easy. You can use it for your classes every day.
Yes.
And if you have meetings, as long as the explanations in the meetings are clear, you can immediately get
Cho
the
đừng có
transcript
báo với teacher hay cho tool đó.
and then print.
Hay cho tool, hay nên boy hay thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna add in here.
How we name happy speaking English in my country. Boy, I think.
Boy thing.
Đâu ra tại mai
Nó như mình là nào? Hay cho cái thủ đấy. Nhưng giờ translate là khi mình chạy tới, bị ai vô trong máy má nó của ở mà chạy đạo.
Đâu mai ban điện rồi.
Hello, good morning, how are you? Hello, what are you doing today? Hello, how are you doing today? What's your shop?
Good morning, everybody. Như là kêu bằng như là hay dừng dễ dàng nó đi vào là hello. My name is how are you today? I'm okay. I'm great. How about you, sir?
Itu ada demo.
Cho các bạn qua để bán
Văn nó khó về I will pick out.
Oh, Vậy lại nè. Đây.
Axel.
Bảo hiểm Phật, có người Phật.
Can you find some more so you can play Can you speak in Cambodia? You check the subtitle. Revolution, and one way to apply techniques and technologies for industrial revolution is the use of what's the name of this software? Speech to text technology or voice recognition to text technology. Thank you so much. Why are you so excited? So in Dr. Chan's experience, he used the technology up to 4 languages.
Yes.
Okay. So do you know where to find the catalog of languages?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. So, were you able to brush up with your Russian? Okay. Now, I'd like you to go to Google Translate. Google Translate. Are you now in Google Translate? On the left side, you type in English about 4 sentences on what did you learn about the speech to text. Then after that, you convert that English into at least 5 international languages at a time. So based on what you have written, and then you choose on the right side the catalog, and then choose languages that you are not familiar, and then see how it looks like. Okay. From English to Cambodian to 4 other international languages. Can you do it? But you don't talk, but you have to write. Okay. 4 sentences only about your experience in the use of speech to text technology. This one is not oral, this one is written. Written, so you have to type it. But it's talking, right?
Yes, you can talk.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Okay, can you continue?
What is the language of Philippines?
To the Philippines. Okay, so you type in Cambodian, and then let's see how it goes in Filipino. Okay, and then I'll ask you to say the translation in Filipino.
I can say one word, kumusta.
Oh, so that's
Is that the right pronunciation?
Yes, yes. How are you?
Salamatan.
Oh, that's right. That is thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Again, again.
Salamat.
Oh, that's right.
Similar to Bahasa.
Yes. Similar.
And what if when they ask how are you, and then the Filipino say fine, right?
So between this technology and the previous, which is easier? I think this is easier, right? Because you just talk to it, and then you require like Dr. Roth was talking in English, and then that on the right was the translation to Russian. And then when he clicked at the bottom the icon for the sound, it was talking already in Russian. What he was talking in English. Okay. So we should use this for not only for research purposes, but also for communicating to other countries. So it's no longer difficult now, okay, to be international, to become global. Alright. So, are we done with this? If that is a translation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dari noong unang pagkakataon na ako ay nasa Cambodia.
Oh.
What's that?
See, technology is wonderful, right?
Masalamat kita kak.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Oh, bye. Okay, so to end this part, I would like you to read a sentence in Filipino as your message to my countrymen. Alright, so let's try.
Maligayang kaarawan.
Swagong
Maligaya.
Logam Kami.
Maligaya ka.
Using technology, I am asking our Cambodian participants to read Philippine language, Filipino language, using the app for language translation. Can we begin with you?
Okay.
Your message.
In English we say happy birthday, and in Filipino they say Maligaya Karawan.
Wow. All right. How about you? Do you have a message in Filipino? Yes, how about yours? Oh, so okay, very good. Can we have a sample based on the technology for translation? Okay, very good. On this side, can we have a sample? How about you?
My name is Kim and Philippines is Info and Kalansong.
Okay, all right. We will have our gentlemen here. Okay, so what does it mean in English?
Masaya ni hatinya
Now, let's begin the growing work of improving your technology. So, for methodology, we are able to use this, right? Okay, so that can be included. Alright. You now write and improve your proposal. So can you open your computer and then flash your proposal and then improve based on the inputs that were given to you. Okay?
You put it in the translation.
Oh yes. And then your first version, the one that you have, if that can be printed. So that is version 1. And then you improve on it because I will edit, I will correct your paper. And then you print again. So we will have 3 printouts for the day. So from a short one to a longer one. So that the output today will be a better proposal. And then after that, I will teach you how to present that using international standards using PowerPoint. Okay, would you like that? Okay. So I'll give you time. Please preserve your first version, and then you improve on it, and then print, and then I check, and then until such a time that from a page or 2 it becomes about 10 pages. Okay. All right. So you go back to your previously selected topic? Because when I came here, you already have them?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't intend to change them. I intend only to improve on what you have written. Okay, so let's see what you can do in 30 minutes. So if you can focus on the method and include there compliance to research ethics protocol, and then application of smart technologies and artificial intelligence. You can include them there and how you're going to use that in your research. Okay.
Còn ở dương từ mưa proposal và dương mini-thesis và dương đó hay dương miền methodology như thế là dương mua tập hợp kia dương trong và thay bởi
So I
cái
will
này còn nữa
improve this. Then I check,
nuôi
then
dương
I
trong
print, and I check again.
dương
Up
phải
to
nuôi
3
kia
versions.
dương để dương kia
Yes. What the method?
mời là method yeah.
So you will be working, I think, individually. Because each of them has a particular topic in mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have one question.
Yes.
Because some students have qualitative and some students have quantitative method, and some need to write mini-thesis within the research synthesis.
So there's no problem.
But in research synthesis,
Because whether you're going to have quantity or quality, you will still have interview.
no, but research synthesis we do not have interview.
In
Research synthesis,
Review article.
like a kind of review article, so we do not have
yes.
interview.
Yes.
So
For the review article, you will just use the method similar to the one I gave. The one here with many authors, it can be sent to their emails so that they can look at the similarity on how they can write a review. Yes, the one about Mapusa, about crabs and about mangroves. Send that to those who are using review.
Số con thái luôn.
cũng
Sao hồi nào con đấy. Gì đấy mà nó mùi này. Bánh trù thôi đó này. Đi cơ. Đi cơ.
Chay man chở.
Trong. Ngọt này, ngọt cái này, ngọt.